Hi, and welcome to the Knatters Knits Podcast. Today is Sunday, the 20th of August 2017, and my name is Natalie. I'm coming to you from the north of England, just north of Preston in Lancashire, on, well, you'd think it's summer. I don't know what the weather's playing at, I really don't. As you can tell, I've still got my grotty cold, and, well, the only good thing I can say about it is it's knitting weather. And oh boy, have I been knitting. So, first of all, I'd like to say thank you very much for those of you who are returning viewers. It's lovely to see you again. And for my old regulars, hi. I really am pleased that you come back and see me every single time. For those of you who are new and who are checking me out for the first time, please press subscribe because that way you'll see when I next come up and my next podcast is posted. I I don't really have a schedule as such. I try and do it at least once a fortnight. Um, but I don't have a regular day, although it does tend to be at a weekend when I upload. So, where do I start? Oh dear, I just don't know where to start. Over the last couple of weeks, from a family point of view, my husband's been in hospital and had a minor op, and he's recovering nicely. Um, Things that I vaguely hinted at last time have settled down and are a lot quieter. So there's a lot less stress about in the house now. And my son's just kept working. The only highlight, really, I suppose, is that George, my grandson's been to stay. And so I'll show you a couple of pictures at the very, very end. He's been an absolute delight, as usual. He's now 14 months old. Where's the time gone? Um, but yeah, it's been a typical summer lazy sort of, I've not been at work at all. I've not had any work, although that's set to change again next week. So I've been spinning and knitting and just generally chilling out. So let's start off with what I've finished. So the first thing to show you is you probably remember I've been spinning some skeins and you can't see them very well, so I apologise for the crinkling. I'll get the last one out. I've been doing some fibre that I got from a lady called Skein in Australia, and these are 50% merino and 50% silk, so that makes them very luxurious and very drapey. And this is my latest one. This is her holiday colourway. It's greys and purples and pinks. There we go. So that now makes up the three. So I've got the best part of 750, 800 yards to make a shawl with. And as they are all three slightly different colours, they go from the pinks and purples to slight pinks and purples to very little and more yellows at the bottom. I think I'm going to do a shawl of some sort with that. So that's that spinning. The other spinning I've been doing, I did yesterday, and yesterday I spent the day at something called Southport Flower Show. Southport is a coastal town about an hour's drive from here, and it's where, as a child, I used to go and spend my summer holidays. We call it a coastal town, although the sea is a long, long way off. The beach and the sands. Excuse me, I've got a very itchy nose today. Uh, when the tide is out, you can't see the sea at all. You have to walk for a good mile or so. The sands are that big. So yesterday I went back there for their annual flower show because our local guild had been invited to go and spin there to demonstrate spinning in the Rare Breeds Survival Trust tent. Excuse me, sorry. Isn't it always the way that this starts just as I start podcasting? So at the very, very end of this podcast, I'm going to put in a little clip of how the tent was. See the fact that I actually shared a tent with several sheep, chickens, cows, and pigs. I've never spun in that sort of environment before. I've been in a tent, and I've been spinning in, demonstrating, but never with all those animals. So that's the spinning. What else have I finished? Well, you may remember me talking last time about thinking about doing a goldfish jumper. Excuse me. Inspired by a lady called Mimi, who'd done one that I'd seen on Instagram. Well, not only have I got the wool, swatched for it, and everything else, but I actually finished it. And again, I'll put a picture at the very, very end of the goldfish jumper with George wearing it. One advantage of having him up here and having him actually do that. Right, so the only other things I've got to talk about this today are things I've received in the post and works in progress. So, some of you will remember I am part of the Triskelion Yarn Club, and they send you a skein of usually Welsh, British yarn once a month. And this month I received this. It's so much darker than that. It is a navy in real life. But can you see it's got a slight halo to it? This is Arthur 4-ply, and it's called We're Pilots Watching Stars. And if I bring it right back, no, it still doesn't do it justice. It is still even darker than that. It's gorgeous. It is a 4-ply, and I'm thinking about combining it with some other Triskelion yarn I've got in reds or greens and making some mittens. I'm doing some colour work, so that'll be interesting. Okay, what have I got in progress now? Right, well, a little while ago I took part in a draw on Instagram, as you do, you know, where you just tag your friends and things. And a friend of mine, hi Sarah, actually tagged me for this particular draw, and we won. So we got a sock ruler, we got yarn, we got foot wash, foot soak, and a bar of soap. Lovely, lovely products. So the yarn I got was this opal, and it's called Illusion. And the colourway I have got is colour 9317, which I think is a Harry Potter inspired colourway. I think it's magic or something like that. I can't remember now. And it doesn't say it on the ball band, but this is it. Well, I didn't want to start any more socks because, as you will remember, I've got the Truly Hooked book, and I'm joining in a knit along for socks on the 1st of September, which is only, 10, 11 days away now. So I didn't really want to start a pair of socks before that. So with this yarn, it'll be intriguing to see how that knits up. And I can't tell yet because I'm just doing the ribbing on this one. It's all tangled. I'm making a sock head hat. So that's my downtime sort of project, really, when I'm really too tired to do anything else, because it is just mindless round and round and round and round. So that's that one. The other thing I've started, I don't know if you remember, but I asked Caroline of known as Kralaline on the internet, of the Colourful Creativity, to do some yarn for me. And this is her colour No Rainbows Without Rain. This doesn't do it justice, it really doesn't, as you'll see in a second. So this is a custom dye in Aran weight, or worsted weight, and this is what I've done so far. I'm making a pattern by Joji Locatelli called the Worsted Boxy, and this is how it's knitting up. Isn't that gorgeous? But as you can see, it's huge. Now, this is supposed to be for my daughter Rachel for Christmas, but it's so big, it'll fit me. So Rachel, I'm sorry, but I'm not sure you're getting this for Christmas. It may be for me, and I may make you another one. I do like the pattern so far, but then it's, as you can see, just simple stocking stitch all the way along. The yarn is so squishy and lovely, but it is very heavy. So I'm working on that one, and I'm loving it because I love seeing how the colours come out and the pooling, which has been good. The other thing that I have in the bag here, in my Mrs. Brown's bag, is the yarn that I'm going to be using for the Truly Hooked knit along for the socks. Now, she made a book, and I can't find the book at the moment. I've got to hunt it out. But I've reviewed it in the last couple of episodes. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Oh dear. And what this, it's not her knit along, but a hooked on socks knit along. If you Google that, just search it on Ravelry, you'll find it. And this is one of the recommended yarns. It's much more jade green than that. As you can see, it's quite variegated. The red is ribbon, but there is a flash of red there as well. And there may be more colours in there I haven't discovered yet. Well, this is from a company called fiberdelic.com. And as well as the yarn, I received a little stitch marker, which is a mobile phone. Can't really see it very well there. Flip around, there we go. And so I've got this to ball up in readiness for that, but I've got 11 days yet till that starts. So that's that one. So as you can see, there's not a huge amount to report, and I've not really got a lot to tell you about this week. I have just literally been sitting knitting. The weather is very unseasonal. It's wet, it's miserable, it's grey. I don't know, I really don't know. It looks like we seem to have our summers earlier in the year now, and it's really weird, but I suppose that's global warming. Over the next few weeks, I shall be really buried into my knitting, I think. And in the beginning of September, I'm back doing the 200-mile trip down and 200-mile trip back to look after George every week. So that's all I'm up to at the moment. If you are interested in buying any of the Knatters Knits products, of course, they're over on knattersknits.co.uk. Check me out and go and have a look over there. You'll see me lurking on Ravelry. All I can say is I hope you're having a great summer, and I shall see you in episode 48 very, very soon. Thanks for taking the time to watch. I'll see you all soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Hi, so here I am at Southport Flower Show. Let me take you around and show you what we're going to be doing. Right, okay.
natural fibre.
Right, okay. Yes, yeah. You Hello. Hello. Aren't you gorgeous? Are all these people going to be watching you today? We've got South Down and Norfolk Horns in here. Previous shoot with North Ronaldsons. We're also showing set with some chickens.
This is just a little bit of an advert, really. I wanted to tell you about something I'm really, really excited about. A little while ago, you may remember that I told you about some yarn from a company called Northern Yarn, and this is the yarn. And this is made from sheep local to me, and it's grown in the Lancastrian countryside, and the company is called Northern Yarn, and their website is northernyarn.co.uk. Well, just let me find it, because I have got something very exciting to tell you. On Saturday the 2nd of September, there is going to be a brand new yarn shop in Lancaster, Lancashire, UK. It's going to be run by the owner of Northern Yarn in conjunction with another shop. They're sharing premises, and let me just read to you the press release. It says, Northern Yarn is about to move to a bricks and mortar home. You're invited to come along, and that includes all of you, of course, on Saturday the 2nd of September and help us celebrate the opening of our shop. There will be lots going on, new exclusive lines of Northern Yarn sock to be revealed on the day. Christine Perry, aka the Winnick Mum, will be holding a sock surgery. New lines from their favourite brands, and Lancashire gin made with frankincense and myrrh, no less, a raffle and discount on the day. So what they'd suggest is that you should actually follow them for updates and exclusive offers. But can I really recommend that you go along on the 2nd of September to Northern Yarn, which is actually going to be at 74 Penny Street in Lancaster. That's the top end of Penny Street near St Thomas's Church, for those of you that know the area. Parking isn't brilliant round about that area, although there is on-street parking and pay and display. But Lancaster's not a big town when you go into the centre to shop, so can I recommend you go along? And you never know, you may see me there too, because I'm hoping to pop in. So if you do, please come and say hi. I love to meet the people that actually watch the podcast, but that's my little advert. So Northern Yarn, 74 Penny Street, 2nd of September, and I look forward to seeing you there. Okay. Take care. See you then.